In a world where queens often fade into the shadows, there are a select few who chose to stand out by erasing their enemies with whispers and poisons. Join us as we count down the top 10 queens of darkest revenge. These women wielded power not just by sitting on thrones, but by rewriting history itself.
And number 10 is not to be missed. Stay tuned for the tale that will haunt your nightmares. Number 10, the final entry on our list of queens who have left a lasting mark through their revenge is none other than the legendary Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt. But let's not forget that this wasn't just any queen. She was the one known as the Queen of Serpents.
Oh yeah, Cleopatra was no ordinary queen. She didn't just play the game, she mastered it. Even in death, her story is one of ultimate betrayal and a final act of vengeance.
And let's not forget the iconic scene where she chose a serpent to end her life rather than fall into Roman hands. Talk about a queen who knew exactly how to send a message. Number 9, Joan of Arc, the maid's vengeful shadow.
Joan of Arc, what a name. She was just a girl, but her fiery spirit burned bright. Betrayed and executed by the English, she rose from the ashes to haunt their dreams.
Her ghost still lingers. Imagine walking down the streets of Rouen and suddenly feeling the weight of her gaze. She would have been about 19 when they hanged her, but now she's immortal in our minds as a symbol of resistance. Number 8, the Bloody Rose. Let's set the stage with this reign. It was a time when Mary I, daughter of Henry VIII and sister to the infamous Queen Elizabeth I, sought vengeance with a ruthless hand. Her nickname came from the roses she wore in her hair, but not because they were pretty. Each one symbolized another life lost under her rule.
Evelyn, when we think of revenge, we imagine the perfect setup, every detail planned to perfection. But Mary S. wasn't like that at all. Her victims were often dragged from their beds in the middle of the night and executed by whatever means she could find, sometimes beheading, sometimes burning at the stake. It was brutal and personal.
And let's not forget the symbol of her name, the Bloody Rose. She had her supporters, but she also faced widespread hatred for her brutal methods. Even today, when historians discuss her reign, the term Bloody Mary is still used to describe her rule, a haunting reminder of her legacy. Number 7, the Virgin Queen's secrets. Now we dive into the enigmatic world of Elizabeth I, who ruled England with an iron hand for over 4 decades. She was a master of manipulation and a true queen of darkness.
Evelyn, you know Elizabeth I was no ordinary ruler. She kept a tightly controlled court and a secret network of spies who reported directly to her. It's all about secrets, Evelyn.
Absolutely, Avery. Take the execution of Mary, Queen of Scots. Elizabeth kept it under wraps for years before finally signing the death warrant. It was a masterstroke to remove her rival quietly. Number 6 on our list is a character whose story has captivated us for centuries. Jezebel of Israel, the jealous prophetess who became synonymous with treachery and deceit. Now, Avery, let's dive into her tale.
Oh yeah, Jezebel. She's not just a queen, Evelyn. She's the ultimate vengeful villainess who turned her kingdom upside down. Just think of that moment when she forced Elijah to face his own mortality by threatening to kill his family. It's chilling.
Absolutely, Avery. And don't forget about her infamous plot to have Ahab's new wife, Naboth's daughter, executed so she could claim his vineyard. Jezebel went to extremes to get what she wanted. Her story is dark and unforgettable. Number 5, Roxelana of the Ottoman Empire, the Sultan's poisoned heart.
Now meet Roxelana, the woman who had the Sultan's heart and possibly his life. In 1536, she was just a Ukrainian slave girl named Hawzia, until she caught the eye of Sultan Suleiman I within years. She rose to become his favorite concubine, and eventually the mother of his heir.
Roxelana's influence over Suleiman was vast and powerful. She even managed to outlive him by a decade after his death in 1566, living on to witness the end of an empire she had helped shape. Number 4 is not just a queen, but a conquering force. Her name echoes through history with the weight of a storm, Isabella of Castile.
Imagine her, Evelyn. Isabella was not just a queen, she was a crusader for the Spanish crown, riding into battle with an army and a sword in hand.
But it wasn't just war that defined her. It was also the Inquisition, Avery. Her zeal for purifying the faith led to trials and executions on a scale never seen before. Number 3 is a queen you might not expect to find here, Pocahontas of Virginia. But let's set the scene. It was the early 1600s, and the English had just arrived in Virginia. For Pocahontas, this meant an entirely new world order, and she was about to take a stand.
That's right. Pocahontas was more than just the daughter of Chief Wahunsenaka. She became a symbol of resistance against colonial encroachment. And one of her most memorable acts was an act of defiance that put English and Native American cultures on collision course.
But the real story of Pocahontas's revenge begins when she's captured by the English. It wasn't just a matter of survival for her. It was about reclaiming her identity and ensuring that her people wouldn't be erased from history. Her actions were not only brave, but also pivotal. Number 2 on our countdown is a queen who enchanted her king, but charmed him into heartache, and worse. Queen Anne Boleyn of England was known for her intelligence and beauty, but her greatest weapon was her wit and the power she wielded over King Henry VIII.
She was more than just the king's enchanted queen. Anne Boleyn had a hand in shaping Henry VIII's court and his religious policies. Her ambition to be queen fueled her every move, but it also led to one of history's most tragic fallings from grace.
Anne's downfall was swift. She became pregnant but failed to produce the longed-for male heir, leading Henry VIII to seek an annulment of their marriage and, ultimately, her execution. The king's enchanted queen turned into a tragic figure in a matter of years. Number 1. Khanum Bint Alawi bin Attah, the Desert Empress's treachery.
You can't imagine the lengths this woman went to for her revenge. Legend has it that she even had her own brother poisoned.
Her story is one of cunning and deceit. She orchestrated a conspiracy so intricate that it took years to unfold. So which queen was your favorite? Did you find yourself drawn to the cunning and brutality of a particular villainess, or perhaps you had a different pick altogether? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're at it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more thrilling tales.
Thanks for joining us on this journey through the darkest corners of revenge. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did making it. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and let's discuss these queens of darkness some more in the comments. See you next time.